Task number 5, password cracking. This is part of the Hashing Crypto 101 module inside the Complete Beginner Path on TryHackMe. We've already mentioned rainbow tables as a method to crack hashes that don't have a salt. But what if there's a salt involved? You can't decrypt password hashes. They're not encrypted. You have to crack the hash by hashing a large number of different inputs. Often rock you. These are the possible passwords, potentially adding the salt if there is one, and comparing it to the target hash, right? So hashing, basically, if you want to crack a hash, you have to compare it with another hash, right? This is a fixed string hash. This can exist for 2 passwords, but this is fixed. In order to crack an encrypted password, you have to have the key to decrypt it. Once it matches, you know what the password was. Tools like Hashcat and John the Reaper are normally used for this. Why crack on GPUs? Graphics cards have thousands of cores, although they can't do the same sort of work that a CPU can. They are very good at some of the maths involved in hash functions. This means you can use a graphics card to crack most hash types much more quickly. Some hashing algorithms, notably bcrypt, are designed so that hashing on a GPU is about the same speed as hashing on a CPU, which helps them resist cracking. Cracking on virtual machines. Is worth mentioning that virtual machines normally don't have access to the host graphics cards. You can set this up, but it's a lot of work. If you want to run Hashcat, it's best to run it on your host. Windows builds are all available on the website. Run it from the PowerShell. You can get Hashcat working with OpenCL in a virtual machine, but the speeds will likely be much worse than cracking on your host. John the Reaper uses CPU by default and as such works in a virtual machine out of the box, although you may get better speeds running it on the host OS, as it will have more threads and no overhead from running in a virtual machine. Never, I repeat, never use force for Hashcat. --force. It can lead to false positives, wrong passwords being given to you, and false negatives, skips over the correct hash. We have an update for Kali 2020.02. Hashcat 6.0 will run on the CPU without --force. I still recommend cracking on your host OS if you have a GPU, as it will be much faster. Time to get cracking. I'll provide the hashes. Crack them. You can choose how. You will need to use online tools, Hashcat and or John the Reaper. Remember the restrictions on online rainbow tables. Don't be afraid to use the hints. RockU or online tools should be enough to find all of these. Answer the questions below. Crack this hash. We see the salt, right? Let's see if this crack station can identify this. Yeah, definitely not. It's bcrypt. Okay. Then we'll jump here. We'll list. And we'll say echo. Paste this inside hash.txt. I think it's like this. Hash. Alright, it's bcrypt. Let's see if this... Let's see what we have in here. We have a lot of flags. a lot of flags that we can use. Let's see here. We need an option and then the password files. We have the single crack mode using default or name rules. Okay, let's use single. Single format to be bcrypt, and then we need hash.txt. Let's see, what is this? Default input, no password hash loaded. Okay, we have some numbers. Crack this hash. We have another one over here. First, we have to identify SHA-2. All right. Right, and quit. And here we say it's SHA-256. Raw 256. Okay, let's try with that. Let's see what happens if we go like that. We go raw. SHA-256 like this. Okay, it's Halloween. It worked. Crack this hash. We see, oh man. Quite a long one. Let's see what we'll get here. So it's not found. This one is divided into multiple parts. Insert it in our table. And we go over here. Let's try it with that. Let's see if this will identify something. Oh, nice. It's Spaceman. So it's SHA-512 crypt, right? We see here the format. Spaceman. And this one, we have B6B. What is going on with this one? Let's see if we can identify something by only checking B6B. I mean, let's see if we get something here. MD5, MD4. Oh, this is really cool. Look at this. We just found fun for you. Password cracked hash matched on crack station. Awesome.